Carl, you owe me an explanation for this. I just came home to find a signed stack of divorce papers on the table. What is the meaning of this? You can't just do something like that without talking to me first.
What's the matter? Don't you speak English? I'm pretty sure you know what the word divorce means. It means that those are the papers you have to sign in order for us to get divorced.
You know that's not what I meant. Tell me why you want to get a divorce all of a sudden. We've never once talked about this up until now.
Would you please just shut up, sign it, and let me get on with my life? I got nothing to talk about with some over-the-hill geezer.
What the over-the-hill geezer? Carl, I'm 34.
I know, and I'm still at the ripe young age of 29. So from my point of view, you're practically a senior citizen.
There is nothing ripe or young about being 29. You've already hit your physical peak, so it's all downhill for you from here. You're gonna have to start actually taking care of your health from now on.
Okay, that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. Seriously? Telling me I have to take care of my health? My grandma used to talk to me like that.
Okay, point taken. That is a pretty old womanish thing to do, actually. But be that as it may, you can't just drop the divorce bomb on me out of nowhere and expect me to nod my head like a good little girl and go along with it. We need to talk about this.
Seriously, Liz? Look, I really don't want to have this conversation with you. No matter what I say to explain myself, you're never going to be satisfied, so can you please just get this over with and sign them? I have every right to ask you to divorce me. You're not going to deny me my rights, are you?
No right exists without a responsibility. And you have the responsibility to explain your reason for wanting to divorce me. A divorce isn't just about your rights. I have rights too.
You're so obnoxious. You want it? Fine, here it is. I want to marry someone else.
Oh my God, Carl, no. Have you been cheating on me?
No, I haven't. Stop jumping to ridiculous conclusions. I'm gonna get married to her after we get divorced. We promised each other that. And we haven't done anything untoward with each other yet, so you've got no reason to call me a cheater. Seriously, how long have you known me, and you still think I'm the kind of guy who would cheat on his wife?
Well, you're apparently the kind of guy who would just leave a stack of divorce papers behind without explaining himself to his wife first. Frankly, I don't see much difference between doing that and cheating.
All you need to know is I'm gonna marry Shawnee, and that's that. So sign those divorce papers as soon as possible.
So tell me, Carl, who's this Shawnee woman?
She's none of your concern. I will say one thing about her, though. She's not a crotchety old hag like you.
Uh-huh. So you're telling me that you're ditching me because I'm a crotchety old hag?
Hey, you said it, not me. But if you must know, Shawnee is younger than me.
So you really don't have any issues with doing this to me. You're not just abandoning me out of the blue, but you're pouring salt over the fresh emotional wounds.
All I'm doing is giving you the plain and simple truth. If the truth hurts, that's your problem, not mine. Would you rather I lied to you about everything, just vanished without a trace?
I'd prefer that you don't leave me at all.
Well, too bad. I'm gone whether you like it or not. Now hurry up and sign those papers, got it? Then when you're done, pack your things and get ready to move out.
Hold it right there. Now you're telling me I have to move out of the house? Why?
Are you kidding? My dad is the one who left this house for me in his will. I'm the one who owns it. My name is on the deed. You're only living here for now because you're my wife. That's not gonna be the case for much longer, though. And once we're divorced, I no longer have any reason to put up with you living in my house.
You have got to be kidding me. I am not going to take this lying down, you know.
Yes, you will. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what. I win, you lose, the end. Oh, and by the way, I talked to my mom about everything too, and guess what she says? She's on my side. She thinks you should move out too.
No, even your mom is going along with this? I don't get it. She's always been so nice to me.
Yeah, but that was all an act. The truth is that deep down she's always been disappointed that her son got stuck marrying a graying nag. When I talked to her about marrying Shawnee, she was super excited about it. And that's all the time I'm gonna spend talking to you today. Sign those papers and send them to my lawyer.
Unbelievable.
You're still not moved out? What's the matter with you? Shawnee is all ready to move in, so hurry up and get out.
Oh, come on. Moving is such a pain. Plus, I'm really busy at work right now. Can't you just give me a bit more time?
No, I've already given you more than enough time. Pack your stuff up and get out. Don't make me take more drastic measures, Liz.
Uh-oh, drastic measures? Oh, now you're starting to scare me a little. Drastic measures like what?
I mean, I'm gonna come over to the house and drag you out of there myself.
Oh, yeah? You think you got what it takes? I'd like to see you try.
You're lucky you're a woman, or else I absolutely would. Hey, if you don't want to leave, I guess we can always live together. Me, my young new wife, and my jealous old ex-wife, all living together under the same roof. It'd be like a sitcom, at least until you lose your mind from jealousy at hearing us every night in our bedroom. Then it'll become a psychological horror movie.
I have absolutely no insecurities regarding my age. Even if I could turn back the clock and make myself younger again, I wouldn't.
Ha! That may be the biggest lie you've ever told. Every old hag wishes she could be young and beautiful again. I get what this is. You're just bitter and angry at me leaving you, so you're trying to drag this out as long as possible. Hey, if you really want to get back at me, why don't you just go out and land yourself a younger guy?
Because I'm not an emotional child. I'm still living here because I have the right to live here, that's all.
You don't have any right to live there. We're divorced. What makes you think you can still live in my house after we're divorced? I want to live in my house with my new wife, so hurry up and clear out.
I'll think about it. Okay, I thought about it. The answer is still no.
Give me a break.
What's going on with the house? Is your ex-wife still refusing to leave?
Yeah, she is. I've told her to get out a bunch of times, but she just won't leave. I'm sorry about this, Shawnee. I'll figure something out, okay? Trust me.
I thought you said that you and her were both fine with the breakup. It's starting to look like she might not be too keen on the idea after all. I would really prefer not to get caught up in your marital problems, Carl.
I'm sorry. I never intended for you to get involved. Like I said, I'm texting her every single day telling her to move out. I know she'll move out eventually.
I don't know. Isn't it kind of, mean to kick her out of the house? If she's gonna be so stubborn about it, why don't we just find ourselves a new place?
But I like that house. Once we have kids, it'll be nice to have a lot of room for them to run around and play in.
Kids? Oh, for crying out loud, Carl, how many times have we talked about this? I don't want to have kids. Why won't you ever listen to me?
I know, I'm sorry. I won't bring it up again, okay?
Ugh. Liz, this is Shawnee, Carl's fiance. Can we talk for a second? You think I want to talk to the woman who my husband is leaving me for? Okay, I can totally get why you would be mad at me, but can you please hear me out? I was just talking to Carl and he told me you were still in the house. I was shocked to hear that. I thought you'd have left by now. Well, I am terribly sorry to have inconvenienced you. I'm sure you want to get right to work erasing every trace of me from my house. please, don't be like that. Honestly, I feel really bad for you. You do? Well, yeah, how could I not? Carl told me that you two had mutually agreed to get a divorce, but that's not true, is it? He was the one who broke things off with you. You were never on board with divorcing at all. And honestly, I think he's kind of a jerk for doing that to you. Really? Wow, I didn't expect you would be so sensible. Did you think I was just some young bimbo or something? Well, that hurts. I haven't done anything to deserve that kind of contempt, so I'd appreciate it if you could stop being so snippy with me. All right, I guess that's fair. So what did you want to talk to me about? If it's about the house, you should know that I have absolutely no intentions to leave. Yeah, I totally get that. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably be doing the same thing. Like, lose my husband and my house? No thanks. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from, but can we please get to the point? Yeah, sure. The thing is, I actually don't want to marry Carl. Like, at all. You don't? Carl is a regular at the bar I work at. He's been putting the moves on me forever and asking me to marry him, but I've always told him no. But it went on for so long that I eventually got tired of it and decided to play along. Hold on. You don't actually want to get married? But I thought you guys already were married. No, not yet. All I've said is that maybe I'll marry him someday, and thanks to that, he's going around and telling everyone I'm his fiancé. Well, you did tell him that you would marry him. How is that any different? I didn't say I would marry him. I said maybe I'll marry him someday. I'll cut him off after I've let him have his fun for a while. I see. And why are you telling me this now? Consider it a peace offering between us. The thing is, I like you, Liz. Like, refusing to move out of your house despite your ex-husband, that's really cool. Is it really? I thought you'd think I was being bitter and lame. Are you kidding me? He's the one that one day up and decided to divorce you for a younger woman. So I don't think you have any responsibility to just lay down and accept defeat. Actually, you would be well within your rights to completely destroy that loser. And I want to help you do just that. I have to admit, I'm shocked. I thought you had stolen my husband away from me, but now you want to scheme against him with me? Liz, babe, I work in a bar. I see all sorts of loser men coming in all the time. You know, men wearing wedding rings, hitting on waitresses like me and other customers, coming in with different women every night. I can't stand those guys. I guess you would have it pretty hard being a waitress. But when some loser weirdo comes to my bar, I get to kick him out at the end of the night. You got stuck married to a loser weirdo. So yeah, I came up with a plan to teach Carl a lesson, if you were interested in hearing it. I've already put a bunch of pieces in play, too. Pieces like what? Well, for starters, I'm pretty sure that Carl's plan is to give this house to me as a present. Wait, really?
Johnny, you're never gonna believe this! I've got a big present for you!
Ooh, a present? All right. What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
It's what you've wanted all along! I'm giving you my house!
Wow, really?
That's right! I'm giving you the deed to the house! From now on, it's all yours! You're thrilled, right? You've always told me how much you wanted a house of your own!
Well, yeah, but I never thought it was going to be this house. I was just thinking it would be nice if in the future I had a house to call my own.
Yeah, well, I didn't want you to have to wait any longer. From now on, this house is all yours, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Wow, Carl, I don't know what to say. Plus, I feel kind of bad about poor Liz. What's going to happen to her?
That old maid, you don't need to worry about her. She's just a loser who couldn't accept that I'd thrown her to the curb. Thank God you're nothing like her, Shawnee.
Aw, you shouldn't talk about her like that. Poor Lizzie. I mean, she's the one who's out a husband and a house now.
She should be grateful she had me as long as she did. Not many older women get to enjoy being with a younger man like me. So now I don't think there's any need to feel sorry for her at all.
So you like me because I'm younger than her?
Well, sure. I mean, you and her are completely different. She's 10 years older than you, but you're way smarter than she is. All right, now that that's settled, I'm gonna go over there myself. I'll have her out of the house by the end of the day.
But the house is mine right now, right?
Yep, it's all yours.
Can I get that in writing?
Well, sure, I have all the paperwork ready right now. Hey, you all right, Shawnee? You're not usually this formal about stuff.
Nah, I'm always like this. So yeah, get that paperwork to me as soon as you can so I can sign everything. Can you get them to me within the next 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, leave it to me. I'll be right over. All right, Liz, today's the day. You are moving out of my house today, and that is final.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
I don't care if you feel like it or not. You don't have a say. We're divorced, Liz. Get over it. You have no right to keep living in my house now. As of today, you're officially trespassing. And if you don't get out, I'll call the police.
Oh yeah? Do it. Call them.
You little... Don't think I won't do it. God, how are you so old yet so immature? Give it up already.
Liz isn't leaving. You are.
What? Shawnee? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you. You're moving out today. And would you hurry up? I'm tired of dealing with you.
Shawnee, what are you saying? This can't be you. Did Liz steal your phone or something?
Nope, I'm the real Shawnee. So yeah, enough chit-chat. Pack your things and get out.
What the? But you can't kick me out.
Sure I can. It's my house now, isn't it? Did you forget about that? You just told me a little while ago that I can do whatever I want with it. And since it's my house, it only makes sense that I get to choose who lives there. And I'm afraid the approved guest list doesn't include you.
Hey, what's gotten into you? Don't tell me. Is Liz holding your family hostage?
Don't be an idiot. Of course she isn't. I don't need to be threatened into kicking you out. I genuinely want you gone. And I'm not marrying you. Ever.
Why, Shawnee? Were you deceiving me this whole time? Was this all a scheme to get my house?
Oh, don't act like you're some poor helpless victim. You were coming to my bar every night I had a shift to harass me. I only played along with your proposal as a means of self-defense.
But you seemed so happy when I asked you to marry me.
Dude, I'm a bar waitress. Putting on a smile to please patrons is my job. It's not my fault that you took my pleasantries seriously. Seriously, you may not be the first customer who's proposed to me, but you're definitely the most annoying.
You thought I was annoying?
And then there's the matter of what you did to your wife. Even if I had fallen in love with you, once I found out the way you treated her, I would have dumped you instantly.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have been so hard on her. I promise you, I'll never do anything like that to you. I'll change. I mean it. So please don't leave me, Shawnee.
I can't leave you because I was never with you. And I never want to see your face again. I talked to the owner and he agreed to ban you from the bar too. If you ever come near me again, I'm gonna pepper spray you and call the cops.
You can't be serious. You're going to abandon me and take my house away?
Wow, do you really not get how ironic that is? That's exactly what you were trying to do to Liz. Remember, you suddenly told her you wanted a divorce and demanded she move out of your house.
Well...
I'm giving this house to its rightful owner, Liz. And with that, I bid you farewell. I think this makes me and her even.
Shawnee, no! Don't do this! I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you!
No, you don't. You just wanted to stay with me until I'm 34. Then you'd no doubt dump me for the next pretty young thing who gave you attention.
No! That's not true! I was serious about you!
I'm 24, Carl. I'm not an idiot. Seriously, you think young women are just a bunch of dumb bimbos, don't you? I see guys like you at the bar every single day. If you're willing to ditch your wife to marry someone else, you'll never be serious about any woman.
That's not true! Please, Shawnee, wait! Let's talk about this! Lisa, I'm sorry for everything. I was wrong. I never should have treated you the way I did.
My goodness, Carl, what's with the sudden change in tone from you?
I'm trying to apologize. I truly, deeply regret all the terrible things I did to you. When I think about the way I've been acting lately, it makes me want to punch myself in the face.
Is this you trying to get me to convince Shawnee to marry you?
Huh? No, that's not what I want at all.
Oh, it's not? Oh, thank God for that. So let's get down to business. I'd like you to move out of my house within the day. Think you can manage that?
Your house?
I just got done talking to Shawnee a moment ago. She's telling me that she's going to bring over all the paperwork we need to transfer ownership of the house to me. So yeah, I'm going to have to ask you to get your stuff and get out. There's no place for you here anymore.
Come on, Liz, you can't do that to me. I mean, this is my house. You can't just kick me out of my own house.
First, it's my house now, not yours. And second, that's exactly what you were trying to do to me until about 30 seconds ago.
Well, back then I still owned the house, but you stayed here anyway, so now you owe it to me to let me stay here.
Oh, do I? Well, see what the police have to say about that.
Police?
That, and I'm going to post on social media about everything you've done to me. I have a first-hand witness on my side, after all. Shawnee said she would testify in court on my behalf.
What's with you? You're going way too far! You know I could very easily have called the cops on you while you were refusing to move out. I could have, but I didn't.
Looks like you should have called them when you had the chance. However, if you don't move out by the deadline I specify, then I will call the cops. And no, I will not be negotiating on that point.
How dare you treat me like this? Don't you have any gratitude for all I've done for you? I did you the favor of marrying you despite being way past your prime.
I'm only 5 years older than you dork. I'll bet if you ask young little Shawnee, she'll say we both look around the same age to her. Seriously, the fact that you're doing this over a 5-year age gap is so lame, Carl.
You little... Just because you're older than me doesn't mean you get to talk down to me like that.
You're the one who called me a senior citizen. Shouldn't you show a little more respect for your elders?
Stop using my own words against me! Thanks to you, everything in my life has been turned upside down. What am I supposed to do now, huh?
I don't know. What if you go to your dear old mommy for help? She hates me, so she should take your side, right?
You can't be serious. I can't drag my mom into this mess. She has enough problems to deal with.
You're not fooling anyone, you know. You and I both know that your mom's not on your side anymore. When she asked you why we were getting divorced, you told her it was because I was cheating on you, didn't you?
How did you?
I talked to her. She felt really bad about the whole thing and apologized for having the wrong idea about me. It seems like that audacious lie may have been just the last straw for her. I think she's done with you.
No! You actually told her about everything?
I sure did, and now you have no one left in your corner. She even told me that she wished there was some way I could get the house from you, and fortunately, her wish came true.
Man! Okay, I'll admit it. I lied to my mom. I'm sorry for that, too. I can see now that I've been a complete jerk. I've made a bunch of mistakes, and I'll never make them again. Can't we let bygones be bygones?
Sure, Carl, I'm good with bygones. Bye, Carl. I want you gone by tonight at 8 o'clock.
Liz, wait! Please give me a break. I lost my wife, my girlfriend, and my family. If I lose my house, I won't have anything left at all.
Don't worry, Carl. You'll have plenty of time to start again. You're still at the ripe young age of 29, remember? Carl didn't give up so easily and kept claiming that he was never going to leave the house. Once Shawnee brought over all the paperwork and signed the house over to me, though, his tune changed completely. He knew he'd been defeated, so he begrudgingly packed his things and left. But apparently he still wasn't quite ready to give up, because I saw him walking by the house and looking in the windows multiple times a day. Plus a few times he even followed me when I went out. So I ended up selling the house and moving to a new city where he can't find me. I haven't heard from him since, so I have no idea where he is or what he's doing now. Who knows, maybe he's still lurking around that empty house, wishing he had the chance to undo his awful mistakes. What a sad, strange little man. Shawnee said he was banned from her bar, which he'd been spending most of his weeknights in for the last several months. So I'll bet that wherever he is very bored and even more lonely. But hey, he's still a young man. He has more than enough time to build a new life for himself. As for Shawnee, she quit her job at the bar shortly after that. She did the same thing I did. She moved to a new city and started a new life. We still talk to each other from time to time. She tells me that after all of that, she is never going to work in a bar again. I'm glad for her. She seems like she has far too much potential to spend the rest of her youth working around drunken slobs like my ex-husband.